Greetings all and welcome back to Globbits Gaming Channel. The barrel you are looking down at the moment is the barrel of an FV4202, driven in this case by License to Troll. He's one of mine, he's one of the younger members of my clan, and the reason I wanted you to show you this couple of replays, there's going to be two replays in this video. Reason I wanted to show you it is basically because I am having a love-hate relationship with my Centurion 7.1. My mission at the moment is to get this tank by going through the British medium line. You go through the Centurion to the Centurion 7.1 and then to the FV4202. It's a tier 10 British medium. I don't think License had this tank very long because what he's doing here is looking at the gun depression and gun elevation as he's driving down the road. It's got pretty good gun performance, to be perfectly honest with you. Now, what do I mean by the love-hate relationship? I'm starting to really hate my Centurion 7.1. Now, before you all start fucking raging at me, but Globs, Centurion 7.1's a fucking awesome tank. Yes, it is, but not when I'm driving it. I have had some absolutely horrendous games in the Centurion 7.1. I think my biggest problem with the Centurion 7.1 is it's not a brawling tank. My playstyle is I prefer to be aggressive and brawling. I've actually had bollockings off Quojan and a couple of the other guys while I've been in team games, getting a little bit too amorous at the wrong times. Now, Himmelsdorf, taking the hill. Artie always pre-aims here, as licenses need to find out. Bang! That Objects 261 hit the STB for approximately 600 something damage, and he hit us for 500. Yeah, Artie always pre-aims on this spot. You've kind of got to come to this spot, but you need to be aware if you've got big artilleries. And he plants a good shot into the T57. Basically, License and the guys up on the hill play an absolutely blinding game on this map, and that's the second artillery piece that hit him. He quickly repairs his track. It wasn't a direct hit because that M53-55 would have absolutely spread him across the map. So we've got the Foch just died. We've got tier 10 medium, tier 9 medium, a tier 8 or tier 9 medium, STA1, what else have we got? A Foch, T5. Basically all the tier 9s are up here apart from License. So it's a tier 10 medium and a few medium, tier 9 mediums. God, that's a fucking mouthful. Right, it's mainly medium tanks, a tank destroyer and a tier 10 medium on the hill, facing off against an E100, a Leopard PTA, a Conqueror and a T57. So it's even Steven as far as numbers go. However, the enemy really dropped the ball here. They have got, in my opinion, the advantage here. I don't know why they didn't push. They're basically giving License and the guys a chance to pick them apart. He plants a nice, easy shot into the side of E100's turret there. Even though it was angled, still a really good shot. Now, we've got artillery support, because our artillery just absolutely destroys this Conqueror. Check this shit out. STB dies, Leopard PTA gets nailed by License, and then boom! T92 nails the Conqueror. Well, that changes things. Now, when I was first watching this particular replay, awesome reactions from him there. When I first watched this replay, I was thinking, I was screaming in my chair, flank, flank, flank them, go around the side, look at them. Yeah, they're absolutely completely fricked to frickin' death of this Foch. That E100 and IS-7 aren't going anywhere. All they've got around that corner is a T57 heavy. If all those three mediums are around the corner, but you have to be careful when you're on this map. If you have tanks here, you can't push around this bottom bit here. You struggle because these guys, especially Object 268, can actually get shots on you right from here. Now, looking back on it, I thought to myself, right, I would have pushed here and I'd have ended up dead. And this is something I need to look at. Map awareness and knowing when to go. So basically, License is just working his ridge. He's doing what he does. He's in a British medium. He's got the L1A7 Royal Ordnance gun. Yeah, 390 alpha damage. Really stupidly high penetration. It shoots APCR. Yep, he can sit here. And if they're not going to come around the corner, then, well, why should we go around? We're winning downstairs. We've got a lot more heavies than them. Seems like we have, or at least better heavies. Oh, here we go. Ooh, can he get this shot? Oh, low roll, but really good shot. That E100 driver must be pissed. Now the Foch is getting a bit antsy now. The Foch looks like he wants to go. E100 fires. IS-7's flanking. Let's get the hell out of here. Don't want to face that guy head on. And now we decide to push. There's some really good teamwork here. Foch goes around. He's got the frontal armour. Plant a shot into the E100, track it. T57 dies to the Foch and gives us chance. Yep, to take a hit in the tracks from the E100. That guy must be pissed. Yeah, this E100 knows he's dead. What we've got to do now, we've got to kill ourselves an IS-7. Now the threat from downstairs is gone. All the guys have moved down here. So they've broken through. So we can actually take apart this IS-7 from the rear. We just bounced a shot from an IS-7. This thing has got some reasonable decent armour if you play it right. Now, with a 7.25 second reload on this thing, oh my word, we can just permatrack this IS-7. Even if he has a full repair crew, he's going to struggle to detrack himself unless he's actually got a repair kit. This IS-7's dead. He just doesn't know it yet. Secured the kill. 4,300 damage. Now, we can take pot shots at the guys down at the bottom as well as them taking shots at us. Now, the problem is the Banana Road. Banana Road fell around about 30 seconds ago. Now, this is one thing I'm finding with the Centurion. That shot there was a prime example. You don't have to lead APCR shots as much as you do AP shells. APCR fires faster. Not a rate of fire, the shell travels faster. APCR stands for Armour Piercing Composite Rigid, which basically fires a solid slug at a stupidly high velocity, and it's the velocity that causes damage to the tank when it penetration when it hits. So therefore the shell travels faster from point of barrel to point of aim. So therefore you don't have to lead your shots, and I'm finding this a hell of a game with the Royal Ordnance on the Centurion 7.1. I'm finding I'm shooting the dirt in front of tanks because the shell gets there a damn sight quicker. Also, the last couple of days I've been suffering with a lot of server lag. I'm going to enable server reticle against it, but that's one of those. I'm just not having good times with the Centurion 7.1. But this thing can pull off shots like that. I'm all for it. The Centurion 7.1 is one of those tanks that it's like the ISU 152. From what I can gather, the ISU 152 is pretty good because it gets a really good gun. But I've had it troll me horrendously. But I've heard the Object 704 gets a lot better gun performance. I'm thinking with the Centurion, it might be its gun performance that's the problem. Or it might just be me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm anything special, but good shot in the arse, that guy there. It may just be me, and I may just be playing it wrong. I seriously do think it's my play style that's affecting me in the Centurion 7.1. How do you guys play the Centurion 7.1? Let me know in the comments below. Do you use it as a sniper? Is it a support tank for you? I don't know. Obviously, I've learned very quickly you can't brawl with the bloody thing. Now, all we've got left is artillery. License carries 6 of the non-premium HESH ammunition. Now, the non-premium HESH ammunition, high explosive squashed head, has 105mm penetration. He switches to a HESH because he's firing artillery. Okay, but he's firing an Object 261, which has got reasonably good armour at the front. Check out this Jag Tiger in the chat, by the way. Yeah, okay. Noob AMX 1390, use gold, oh my god. So you're telling me, Mr. Jag Tiger, that an AMX 1390, which is a light tank, gets a bit of a thing if he doesn't use gold against you. You get argue with him if he uses gold against you. You what, bro? If a Jag Tiger comes around the corner, I think I'm facing the Jag Tiger and I know 1390, bro. I'm loading the gold. I'm loading that shit. I'm loading it. 40-odd thousand a clip. Don't give a shit. I'm loading it. Right. Now, he asked for the Top Gun, which, to be honest with you, I don't do. But, you know, you can always ask. You might not shoot him. He's got 180 health left. It's maybe going to turn out that HESH was a bad choice. I always shoot normal ammunition at artillery. Unless the difference between the two is massive, because check this out. He hits the guy and doesn't penetrate. If that was APCR, that would have netted him a Top Gun. But that wasn't a mistake. You know, that was the right choice. Let's check the post-game stats. And there you go, boys and girls. Mastery Badge game. In quite a popular tank. Well done, is all I can say. Mastery Badge Ace Tanker on a tank that, to be honest with you, is going to get played a lot more over the next few months. It's been buffed recently. It's had its rate of fire buffed to make it competitive. And with the new premium thing happening with the British heavies and the mediums, this tank's getting replaced with another Centurion. And the rumour is that this thing's going to become a premium tank, and therefore you may get it. Obviously, details to follow on that one once I get confirmation. Yeah, finished way above anybody in his team. The only real people that had a decent game. The 50 Foch, he had a pretty good game. So did Letal from Orly. On the enemy side, AMX 1390, that our Jagdtiger was bitching at. That guy had an awesome game. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, 2,300 against tier 10s. That's not bad going. He got more experience than half of our team, pretty much. Well, at least the bottom third. Right, on to the next one then. I've got another example from another one of the clan members. Be right back. Okay, scrap number 2 then in the FV4202. This time, same tank, 4202, piloted by Asdim. He's one of mine. He's a regular team game player, and to be perfectly honest with you, he's one of the better players in the clan. His stats speak volumes. Okay, he's above average. What he's going to do here, he sent an email with the replay, and basically he said to me that he wasn't 100% happy with one of his decisions very early on in the game. Now he's managed to get this tank's reload down to 7.09. So I'm assuming he's got 100% crew and possibly brothers in arms, maybe even food. No, in fact he hasn't got food because you can't see it. But definitely brothers in arms to 7.09. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, Asdim, in the comments, mate. Pretty sure you have. Now, the trouble with the FV4202 and the Centurion line is they've got very powerful engines, but they really don't have a great top speed. That was a brilliant track shot on the T71 there. That T71's doomed. We got all the spotting damage from that guy. They don't have a great top speed, but they get there really, really fast. They're very fast, up to 40 kph, and that's your fucking lot. Or miles an hour, sorry. And that's your lot. Now, this position, as you've seen in previous videos, is vital. Now, what he does here, press the ridge, spots the T57 Heavy, manages to plant a nice shot into the side of that T57 Heavy. Now, coulda, woulda, shoulda. I wouldn't have gone back up for a second sitting here until I dropped off their radar. Check this out. Bang! Okay, he gets smashed by a E100 that is camping here. We see him in a minute. He's camping up here. Now, his mistake, he said, was repairing his tracks. I don't think it was a mistake. If you hadn't repaired your tracks, you'd have been screwed. Now, it's him in the ammo rack. So this tank is now ammo racked. He brings it down, up to a 14-something second reload. Now me, I'd have probably thrown a hook in hissy fit at this point and basically threw my teddy out the pram and said sack it. Well, Asdim's not like that. Okay, what he's going to do, he's going to carry on working with what he's got. He's on a really strong position for this tank. Spots an IS-3, misses. Now, yeah, 14.19 second reload. So he's basically down to KB1S scale reload. Yeah, but he can work with it. It's not a problem. Especially if the tanks keep staying spotted like that. Would you take a blind shot here? Asdim decided to. Did he hit him? We'll see in the post-game stats. I'm not sure if he did. Now, the enemy don't exactly play a fantastic game in this. Now, that doesn't take anything away from Asdim's performance. He still does do a really good performance here. But the enemy really don't capitalise on anything, to be perfectly honest with you. Their E100 is camping, where that guy's pinging, and there's an ISU there as well. They really don't do very well. We send some quite hefty tanks up to the ridge. We've got a 110 up there. IS-3s and all that kind of good stuff, but we've got side shots. T110E5 side shots all day, baby, all day. That position at F0 is not good if you've got tanks here. That position there is designed for shooting these vehicles, in my personal opinion, but they're not capitalising on that. You know, Asdim would be in serious bother if they had effective tanks in that location, but they're basically letting work this ridge with impunity, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Yeah, I assume that hit. I'm not 100% on that one, but we'll assume that it did. He remains spotted. The thing is with this as well, with the reload as well, it makes him duck down into cover, so technically it could be working in his favour. Manages to nail the IS-3 from a fucking hell of a distance. A hell of a distance shot, over 500 metres away. APCR more than enough to go through. Now check out the E100 at the back lot. That is not a place for an E100, ladies and gentlemen. I don't own that tank, but I know enough. That gun is dog shit at long range. That is not a place for an E100 to be. Oh, nice shots on the T28. Wait for the reload. Oh, he could have done so much more damage in this game if he hadn't been ammo racked. It's just a damn shame you got ammo racked so early on. Might be worth making this your pimp tank, Az, and using your premium repair kit. But he still manages to take out the T28. He's working this ridge really, really well. He keeps relocating, he's taking his time, aiming his shots, which is something I don't do in the Centurion. You can't really snapshot with this gun. This tank isn't a brawling tank. I've come to that conclusion, let's put it that way. Like I said in the previous replay, how do you play yours? It's like a cream egg, you know, how do you play yours? How do you play your Centurion 7.1 / FV4202? Do you play it like these guys, or do you play it differently? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Okay. I've noticed as well when I ask those kinds of questions in replays, my videos tend to get a few more comments. If you could do me a favour, if you watch this video and you like it, can you press the thumbs up button? Along with all my other videos that you watch. If you do so, and it's just a little click, what it'll do is it'll let me know how many people are actually into it. I mean, if you don't like it, press the dislike button. Yeah, I just want everybody that watches it, that's part of my subscriber base, if you could just give it a thumbs up, that'd be amazing. That'll let me do a little bit more analytics thing, and also it bumps the videos up in the ratings, so therefore people will search for FV4202. If I've got 5,000 likes and loads of comments, it goes up, along with views, obviously. That'd be amazing. Centurion 7.1, it does look pretty tank though. It is a very pretty tank. But unfortunately I just can't get on with the damn thing. We managed to do nearly 3,000 damage with a busted ammo rack though. This is not bad at all. Now this is the closing stage of the game. This is not a ruffle stomp. I'm not going to say it's a ruffle stomp, but they're winning 8-3 and they're in a commanding position. Really, really good shot on the Type 61 there. I am going up that line as well, slowly. I hull down IS-8. Can we deal with a hull down IS-8? Well, if he gives us that turret cheek, we can. Just reload. Oh yeah, straight through the turret ring. Beautiful. Or at least the lower part of the side turret. Really reasonably well armoured, the IS-8 turret. Body's a load of shit, but turret's okay. APCR, not a problem. Again, he's leading these shots well. He's not having to angle so much, having to lead so many shots, so therefore he's being okay with that. Unfortunately, I have to lead my shots with the Centurion, and it just doesn't seem to be working. E100's done the square root of fuck all this game. Can we get the kill? Unfortunately not. Waffle Traeger. The Snore Panzer E100 manages to take him out. Circumflexes, by the way, guys, has done a really good video on the Waffle Traeger E100. He calls it the Snore Panzer E100. Basically, it's like a 50-second thing, and he basically goes to sleep on his live stream. It's hilarious. Alright, okay. 110 stock. Oh, poor little tier 8. Not a place you want to be, bro. Move. That shot, I think, went in. I'm pretty sure that shot went in. Yes, it did. It looked like it went in. And we're just cleaning up now. There's only 3 of them left. We've used our reload concisely. I'm really impressed with Asdim's use of his ammo rack here. I say use of his ammo rack, but the perseverance despite his ammo rack. He's done really, really well. Type 61, dangerous vehicle. Boom, bounce off the upper plate. Yeah, and that was a skill round as well. But does the Type 61 shoot APCR as standard, or was that actually a skill round? Ooh, full health Centurion in the side. Aim for the engine bay. Hopefully, no, didn't set him on fire. It's unfortunate. Never mind. Can we get him again before the end of the game? Oh, he's looking at us now. He missed. Huzzah. Get him in the engine bay again. Boom. Yeah, unfortunately didn't set him on fire. Never mind. Always handy to aim for their engine bay, guys. Yeah, especially if the fuel tank's there as well. More likely to get a module damage and take them out. The last bit of the game, who do we go for? We've got a choice of 2. Oh, it's going to have to be the Type. Yeah, managed to get the kill at the end. GG. See the post-game stats of that one then. And there you have it. Absolutely amazing performance with a busted ammo rack. Now, the reason he was saying lol at the end there is because he was basically laughing out loud the fact that he managed to do all that with a damaged ammo rack. Out of the 2 games, very even Steven. Unfortunately, it was only worth a first-class mastery badge for Asdim, unfortunately. Me personally, though, it doesn't take into account module damage. I'm not being funny. If he hadn't busted his ammo rack, fuck me, he'd done a lot more damage than that. Okay, he managed to get high caliber, 20% HP, Confederate, which basically means you're shooting more things and other people are killing them for you, and a tank sniper. Now, bear in mind, guys, he got 4 kills and a Confederate. He shot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 members of the team. Sorry, no. 12 members of the enemy team. He didn't shoot the E100 and he didn't shoot the Centurion Mark 1. He hit most of the enemy team. And he caused the crit damage on that the T-71 there. He did absolutely amazing. Tank sniper. Fire at least 8 shots. 8% accuracy for over the battle. And at least 80% of those hits must cause damage, including damage to enemy vehicles and modules. That's a new one. Tank sniper. I haven't got many of them. Team score then doesn't really reflect, in my opinion, Right, you can see at the bottom here, he mentions about his mistake. I don't think it. Well, it was a mistake. Well, the thing is, buddy, if it was one of those things. If you didn't do it, you were dead. So technically, it wasn't a mistake. It was just unfortunate you got ammo racked. The Centurion 7.1 did really well, but Asdim absolutely just kicking arse. 6,430 damage with a busted ammo rack from the first minute of the game. If this is what this tank's all about, then I'm looking forward to it. But at the moment, I'm struggling through the 7.1. I really am. Maybe a case of might have to rethink my strategy, but I am really struggling. Just check out them stats. It's still making money. Yeah, GG, mate. All right, take care of yourself, boys, and I will catch you next time. Look after yourselves. Bye now.